In his third year, Emeka called his mother. It was a Sunday morning. Uncle Bartholomew had gone to church. Auntie Chisom was at the salon. The children were at a birthday party. He was alone in the house for the first time in 3 years. He sat on the kitchen floor and dialed. His mother picked up on the second ring. "Emeka, how are you, my son? How is school?" He opened his mouth to say, "I am fine, Mama." But this time, something broke open. He told her. Not everything at once. His voice kept cracking. He had to start over 3 times, but he told her. The ledger, the broom, the years without a classroom, the night she was paid 40,000 naira and told it was school fees when it was payment for her child. There was a long silence on the line. Then he heard his mother cry. Not the way people cry at funerals, the way people cry when they realize they have been deceived by someone they trusted entirely. "I thought," she started. He said she couldn't finish. "Mama," Emeka said quietly, "I'm not calling to make you feel bad. I'm calling because I need help. I'm calling because I can't fix this alone." She was silent for a moment. Then she said very firmly, "I'm coming." Mrs. Adeyemi helped. When Emeka finally told her the full story, she did not panic. She sat quietly, her hands folded. Then she asked him one question. "Do you remember what was in that ledger?" "Yes, Ma." "Can you write it down? Names, amounts, everything you remember?" He wrote for 2 hours. Mrs. Adeyemi photographed the pages with her phone. She sent them to a journalist she knew, a woman who wrote for a national paper and had spent years investigating child labor in Lagos. Emeka's mother arrived by bus 3 days later, thin and furious and completely determined. Uncle Bartholomew came home that evening to find his sitting room occupied by his wife's younger brother who had come with Emeka's mother, a woman with a recorder and press ID, and 2 officers from the State Ministry of Labor. He tried to smile. He tried to speak in that booming voice he used to silence people. Nobody was silenced. The ledger Emeka had memorized pointed to 7 houses on 4 streets, 14 children in total, all brought from the east and southeast under promises of education and better lives, all working in domestic service without pay, without school, without any path forward. It took 6 months for the investigation to fully unfold. Uncle Bartholomew's name appeared in papers. His gate was photographed. His wife gave a tearful interview claiming she didn't know everything, though the ledger showed her signature on 2 pages. 12 of the 14 children were reunited with their families. 2, including Ogu, had no safe home to return to. Social services arranged their placement. Emeka sat in a secondary school classroom for the first time at the age of 16. His classmates were younger than him. He did not care. He sat in the front row. He wrote fast. He asked questions that made the teacher pause and think before answering. Mrs. Adeyemi had arranged his enrollment. An NGO that worked with victims of child trafficking helped with the fees for his first 2 years. His mother came to visit on his first day. She stood at the school gate and watched him walk through it in a uniform she had ironed herself. She did not cry. She had finished crying. She just watched. And when he turned back to look at her from the entrance, she did something he had not seen her do in a long time. She smiled, the full kind, the kind that reached her eyes. He turned and walked inside. Emeka graduated at the top of his class. He did not come out of those 3 years undamaged. There are things that stay with a person. The particular shame of having been bought and sold. The anger that comes and goes like weather. the way he sometimes flinches when someone tells him to do something in a certain tone of voice. But he also came out with something he'd built alone in the dark, without a classroom, without permission, a mind that had learned to pay attention. He went on to study law, not because it was glamorous, because he had read that ledger, because he had written down names from memory, because he knew what it felt like to be a child with no advocate in a room full of powerful adults. He became the advocate. Sometimes, in his first year of university, classmates who didn't know his story would complain about minor inconveniences, slow Wi-Fi, long lecture hours, expensive textbooks. He would listen, he would say nothing, and he would think of a room with no window, a thin foam mattress, a flickering bulb. And then he would open his books and read. Because surviving is not the end of the story. Sometimes surviving is just the beginning. If this story moved you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. There are children right now being carried away on promises that were never real. The first step to changing that is refusing to look away. Not every uncle is a protector. Not every promise is a gift. And not every quiet child is at peace. Sometimes they are waiting for someone to ask the right question.